Good morning. I am Domi, your Creative Comadre. Thank you so much for joining me live. This is our very first Muse Circle live. So, like I said, I'm a little late because I am just trying to figure things out. I am so happy to be here. This is a long time coming. The Muse Circle is something that I started about 3 years ago. And it was a monthly gathering, and now it's become our weekly live series here on YouTube. I'm getting used to this format. Usually I go live on Instagram, so my setup is not perfect for this, but I have my tea. I'll be opening the summer Muse box. Yeah, so I'll let I have my summer Muse box here that I'll be opening up, and I'll be opening this up, sharing everything that's inside, and walking you through a creative ritual using my Domi way. That's a 4-step process for discovering how you're feeling, opening up space for that, and then expressing it, because a lot of life but we just don't really tune in. Hey, Dad, thanks for joining. We don't really give ourselves an opportunity to express all that life has brought up inside of us. You know, we're busy, we're running through life day to day. So this is our chance to slow down and express all that we've had on our mind, on our hearts, on our souls, and gain more capacity to show up in our lives with more imagination, more creativity. And yeah, I'm super excited to be here with you. I'm gonna flip my camera around so that you can see what I'm doing while I'm creating. Grab your coffee if you don't have your coffee yet. I have my cup right here for my tea. Grab your favorite supplies. You do not need a Muse box for this. Grab your journal, your favorite supplies, and let's create. I'm gonna flip my camera around so it's like I said, I am so new to this live streaming on YouTube, and it's so funny because it's similar to live streaming on Instagram, but for some reason I just feel like YouTube's like such a much bigger platform, and I if you're joining me live, if you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. I got my laptop right here. Sorry, I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating. I'm nervous, but we got this. We're going to do this. We're doing it. We're doing it. And you're here with me, and I'm so grateful. Yes, I also have my water bottle in case it's really hot right now, so hot tea doesn't sound good. But I do like to have my hot tea. And super shout out, this isn't sponsored by her at all, but this shout out to Sips of Whimsy. Sarah is so amazing. She's one of the creators that we collaborate with on our seasonal Muse box. And so I have my laptop. I'm trying to figure this out. I tried to practice yesterday, but life. So let's see. My camera on. Oh, man. I'm practicing with you guys, okay? This is what we're doing today right now. Okay. That's on my to-do list. I'm just gonna keep going because I do not have the proper setup for this. I had this and I couldn't figure it out. I don't usually do these like horizontal videos. I think that's what's messing me up because my tripod is not set up for this. I have usually the orientations like the sideways vertical. Oh my gosh, this is such a messed up life. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. We're here. We're doing this. So it looks good on my end. Let's see. This is how it's gonna be for right now. Next week, I plan on getting a better setup. So, thank you for. If you made it this far in the live, go ahead and drop me some emojis of encouragement. Wow. Okay, so here it is. Here's the summer Muse Box. Are we even still live? That's the question. Because now I can't really see. My computer, my laptop's delayed, which is really annoying. Okay. Let's take a deep breath. This is definitely not how I wanted to start this live. But this is literally, like in real life, literally me trying to figure this out. I was up to 1 o'clock last night trying to figure out. This is why I have this, right? Because let's just take a minute to just calm our nerves and breathe. Before I even open this box, I got my tea right here, like I said. And I absolutely love this part of the ritual. Usually I'll have some kind of beverage for sure. Not always tea. Like I said, this is specialty tea from Sarah at Sips of Whimsy. This is actually a tea bag from our spring Muse Box. And I had an extra, so I'm going to have that because I absolutely love this. Have some of our tea here while that's brewing. Is it brewing? Seeping. That's what it is. Let's light some sage and bring us into the moment because clearly I need some grounding right now. And see, this setup's so crazy because I can't really see the comments. Oh my gosh. This is, you have dreams of going live on YouTube and then it turns out. We're laughing through it because that's all we could do, right? I like to sage and at this point I don't even know if anybody's going to continue watching because this is crazy, but I'm going to sage myself in my area just to bring me more groundedness. And while that's burning, I'm going to unbox this. One, I just want to say so much gratitude to everyone who has helped me bring this box to life this season. This was definitely not something that I did on my own. I had so many amazing, beautiful souls who's helped contribute to this box. It's truly a collaboration, and I'm so excited to share this with you. This is our Summer Muse Box. It's a seasonal ritual kit. It comes with everything you need to sit down and do what I'm doing right now. And obviously, when I'm not live, it's a lot more grounded. Let's see, oh my gosh. Okay, so, like I said, I'm on my laptop, but it's kind of behind, so I don't really see your guys' comments. But if you're tuning in now live with me, go ahead and let me know where you're tuning in from. I will try my best to check out those comments. This is my practice run, honestly. I don't even know if I'll post this, but okay, so this is our Summer Muse Box. And as you can see right here, our motto for the summer. Every season I like to have a North Star, if you will, a guiding mantra for the season. And this season, My mantra is our souls aren't for sale. You're allowed to slow down. You're allowed to create for no reason. That's what we're doing here right now. It's not for no reason. We're creating because we need this. You're allowed to make space for yourself. And truly, that's what creative ritual is. Creative ritual isn't about making pretty papers and scrapbooking or junk journaling, although that's part of it. It's really about making space for who you are and who you are in that moment. And this is our little card to set the tone before you open. This is a playlist by my Creative Comadre, Crystal, DJ, Melly. You can scan the QR code, check it out. I also have a playlist on my YouTube. Inhale, exhale, because we need it. We need that so much. And our breath is one of the most powerful tools we have for coming back to center and calm. Scan the QR code, put your kettle on. I have my tea right here. And unpack your goodies. Follow your curiosity. And that's really what this Muse Box is all about. Love this tissue paper. I poured so much intention into each of these boxes this season. I was very, I had a vision, and this totally surpassed it. First thing we have is our trims and scrap fabric bag. My mama helped me create these, pack these little bags, and also curate these little bags. We've been collecting trims and scrap fabrics for a while now. Years, actually. Some of these are from my personal stash, like this scrap fabric that I found. I love going to thrift stores and antique stores and just collecting little odds and ends. And so does my mom, and she found so many of these cool trims. Look at how cute these are. It's such a sensory play, and sometimes this is all we need, right? To just slow down. And look at how tactile this is. There's so many different textures. I just absolutely love this. There's even some pearls in there. We're definitely going to use this later. Here's some of our tea. This summer is all about the retro vibe, and so Sips of Whimsy fit perfect. I absolutely love her vibe, and this season's flavor is Fruity Summer Serenade. It smells so good, and it's so delicious. This is my extra little pack. I already had a cup of this, but I'm going to save this for later. This season, I also made us some bookmarks, some little daisy bookmarks to go inside our journal with the little daisy charm. Ooh, and let's open this. This is, every season I include like a little extra gift. The bookmark, and this is that. This is, gosh, oh, these are really packed. My mom wrapped these. Goodness. This is a little incense holder, and I have some incense here. And there's an incense pack in each of the boxes, but I don't have one in my box. But these are the incense, and they're lavender incense. They're pretty purple, and they burn they're shorties, so they're like, I believe 30 to 40 minutes, which is so perfect for your ritual. So we'll light one now. And you don't need 30 to 40 minutes for this. If you're not live and you're just sitting at home doing this on your own, you can open this box, get your journal. This is the first time I'm opening my box, so it's very nice and neat. But usually, once I start using it and making stuff with it, it's, it's a catch-all for everything that I'm creating this season. And I also like to add some of my past items from past boxes. Like, I'm going to throw these in here. This is a little mini watercolor palette that we got in the last spring box. So I'm going to put that inside. A couple more items that I'm going to add to my summer Muse box are a glue stick. I just got these basic glue sticks from Amazon. Just like, you know, the old school purple ones. And also a little mini water bottle to use with my watercolors. And we'll use that later on. Let's finish showing everything inside the box. This is a little sticker pack that I designed and created using some illustrations from some of the artists amazing artists and Creative Comadres who I collaborated on with this season's collection. I absolutely am in love with these stickers. I want a shirt. Let me know in the comments if you want a shirt of this. See the good stuff too. I absolutely love this. These are Amy's glasses that she illustrated, and then I added all the words. Stay soft, stay curious, stay creative, stay human. I designed that. More amor, por favor. We need that. More love, please. I designed and illustrated that. I also designed and illustrated this one. Embrace your own light. And this is a beautiful little mermaid by one of the featured artists, Stacy from Coffee with Frida on Instagram. I'll link their information below. And this is one of my all-time favorite designs. This is Amy's beautiful drawing of this lady, this beautiful girl, and Shine Without Apology, and I designed the rest of that. Love yourself, take your power back. And this is how we take our power back, slowing down and just playing, allowing ourselves to play. This is an ephemera pack. So cute. My mom packed these up for us. I'm going to open this a little bit later when I start creating. And this, honestly, is a dream come true. I mean, this whole box is, just here being live with you is, I know this live got off to a rocky start, but honestly, it's a long time coming. I've been wanting to go live on YouTube for years, and I spent a lot of time going live on Instagram, honing my skills, and coming here on YouTube. I'm doing it. As you can see, I'm definitely not professional at all, but I just go for it. And that's what I did with this card set. I created the Domi way. It's my 4-step process of discovering, opening, making space for yourself, and cultivating your imagination. And this season, I thought, why don't I make a card set for that? So I just went for it. It's not perfect, but it's a work in progress, but it came out so much better than I thought it would. I designed and hand illustrated each one of these cards. And this card set is a guided ritual deck for slowing down, reconnecting with yourself, expressing freely, and imagining new possibilities. It gives you some instructions and just like a little visual that you can have out while you're creating. So we'll put that here. And the first step is discover. So you're going to pick a card from each, well, they're all in order. My dad helped me cut these and put these together, and I'm so grateful. So discover is the first step, and on each card it tells you exactly what each step you could do, and then it gives you like a creative ritual invitation. So we'll take 4 for today. We just use the top 4 and put the rest back. You can shuffle them, you can pick one card. We're gonna do all 4 since we got the time, and I want to show you how to go through each one of these. So we'll set those aside for now while we continue opening this box. This is our paper pack, and look at how much paper is inside. Oh my gosh, so cute. My mom puts together these, I help her, we both pick out all the paper, and she helps me put these packs together, and they're just filled with so much inspiration. I have so much texture. There's like these cutouts, but there's also handmade papers that I've made, you know, just a bunch of different. There's also napkins, so this is really fun, and we'll definitely get to that. This is my journal. I had a art play date last week with one of my best friends from high school, and we sat down and colored. I gifted her a journal, and we colored our journals. So the journals are not, they don't have all this, but they do have the summer, my summer creative ritual journal on the front, and then I added all of this with just some paint markers, and it's fun. I love it. That was a fun night last weekend. And this is new for this season's box. It's our summer muse book, and it's your creative ritual companion. And again, we have the mantra, our souls aren't for sale. I illustrated and designed these girls. I'm definitely going to cut these out and put them in my journal. And this is really fun. If you're into junk journaling, scrapbooking, you're going to find a lot of inspiration into this collaging in this book. Make things with your hands. Yes, we all need to make things with our hands. Stay soft, stay curious, stay creative, stay human. Can you hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay in this. I totally forgot to put my headphones on, but hopefully you can hear me okay. So I give you a little letter. This is more inspiration and encouragement. And then, the muse is the season. And this season, summer, is all about, like I said, slowing down, taking our power back, allowing our light to radiate. So I designed and created this page for you. You can cut it out. Just some sentiments to remember. You can cut all of this out. I mean, if you're into collaging, if you're into junk journaling, this is definitely something that you can use. This goes into a little bit more detail on what the Domi way is and how to use that card deck. We have a word bank. We have some journal starters. These are really good if you have a few minutes, 10 minutes or so, and you just want to create, you want a little bit more guidance. You can start with these. I took a lot of, like I said, I pour a lot of intention and a lot of love into each one of these books, and I use my past. So a little backstory. This Muse Box started as my personal box. Like, it wasn't cute and didn't have all this branded stuff. I just got a box, threw some stuff in there, and started using my journal as a way to tune into myself and, like I said, to release. And over time I developed the Domi way, and these are some of the prompts that I've used in the past. What version of me do I miss most? This is more than just art journaling. This is literal soul care. If you're on a healing journey, if you're in recovery, this is such a powerful and inspiring way to process a lot. And just getting to know yourself, because self-knowledge is the most valuable wisdom you could ever have. And so these journal starters definitely help you do that. And I leave the backs blank so that you can go ahead and cut through. I like to cut these too. These are my favorite, these summer sentiments. I create because it feels good. My creativity is a part of my humanity. I welcome play back into my life. I trust what inspires me. So my soul craves beauty, wonder, and expression. I absolutely love these. And this is my favorite part. This is our collage cutout collection for summer 2026. I designed and illustrated this page. This is from this illustration of this girl in this cute, amazing bikini. I definitely want to get this swimsuit. I illustrated her with our first box I ever launched back in 2024. And I added her in here because she's so cute. Again, I leave it blank so that you can cut it out. This is artwork by Stacy Guerra from Coffee with Frida. And I absolutely love and adore her mermaids. Look at these mermaids. She does the most amazing illustration, self-taught artist, and she's just so sweet. Definitely give her a follow. Um, Coffee with Frida on Instagram, and you can cut these out. I'll definitely be using these. I can't wait. I'm so excited, guys, because I absolutely, this is a dream come true to collaborate with Stacy, and this is Amy Fig. She is our resident artist that I've been collaborating with. This is our 4th box. We've completed a whole year. We did our fall box, our winter box, our spring box, and now our summer box. And look at how just, I mean, how can you not be inspired? I love these glasses. They're so whimsical. She's so fun. She's from the sticker that I showed earlier. Amy's such a sweetheart, and she has such a wealth of knowledge with art journaling. She has, look at this. I love this boho vibe. This doll is so cute. I can't wait to use this up. Little note letter for me, and then coming this fall. Cannot wait for that. I'm so excited. So let's get creating. That's our summer Muse box. If you have your summer Muse box, I would love to see how you're using it. Let me know in the comments. But also, we have a free Creative Comadre club. The link is in the description that you can join if you're creating along with me. If you don't have a summer Muse box and you're creating along with, you know, your art supplies, I would absolutely love to see. So you can check out the free club and post your pages in there, and let's share our creativity with each other. I like to light a candle for this first step of the Domi way. Now that we're all, there we go. Lighting the candle definitely brings us into the moment. And before we begin, we're gonna check out our Domi Way cards. So the first step, like I said, is discover. Let's move this. We'll use that for sure. Is discover. The second step is open. The third step is make, and the fourth step is imagine. So let's see. Discover. I begin by slowing down. And she's looking in the mirror. I hand drew her, and I absolutely love her. She's kind of inspired by me. She's like in different poses. I'm toying with the idea of creating this into like more of a workbook. She's so beautiful, and I drew her on my iPad, which is like, you know, 13 inches. And there's just so much detail that doesn't really come out in the cards. Discovering the first step is I slow down before I begin. Before moving into your creative ritual, pause for a moment, take a few slow breaths, notice your body, your thoughts, your energy. What do you need today? A lot of times in life, we don't even stop to ask ourselves that, right? We get up, we have our morning routine, we go to work, we, you know, go straight into mom life. And this practice has become something that I usually actually do downstairs. I have, like, in the middle of my stairs, I have my ritual space. And it's, you know, it's a mix of creating, praying, meditating. So this first step is really about coming into our body and just noticing, you know, noticing your energy, like it says right there. So let's do that. Couple short breaths and just notice whatever we feel in our bodies. And, you know, notice your thoughts. This is a good time to open your journal if you want to jot some of that down. The next step is open. Put her over here. The next step is open, and oh my gosh, I pause before reacting. Oh my gosh, that's such a huge reminder. One of the reasons that even got me into creative ritual like this and to wanting to have a creative ritual practice was that I was just always so overwhelmed, and I didn't know how to regulate my nervous system. I overreacted. I was not a calm mom. I was very reactive. And I knew that I needed to do a lot of maturing in that area. And this practice absolutely helped me do that. Pause for a moment before moving forward. Again, take some slow breaths. So this can be done, with the first step. Notice what changes. Give yourself space instead of immediately reacting. And this step is really all about holding space for what you noticed in the first step. So if you are doing this and you're noticing a lot of anger, or you're noticing a lot of, just like me in the beginning of this live, it's just like so much crazy energy and just like uncertainty and nervousness. We are not here to fix that, right? We are just here to learn how to experience everything that life has to throw at us in a way that is with love and compassion, right? Our energy is meant to be honored. And with that being said, I also want to throw out this idea, because this is also something I've learned with this whole process, is that not everything we think is true, okay? Not everything that comes and pops in our head is true. And also, I would say I've become to be skeptical about how I'm feeling some of the times, because I have a lot of that residual people pleasing and overthinking and tendency to think negatively about certain situations, or taking certain situations and twisting them and adding a story that isn't even real, right? And we let ourselves get all wrapped up in this false narrative instead of being like, wait a minute, what am I really feeling, right? And understanding that feeling and honoring the true feeling. So a lot of times I feel like I'm angry, but really I'm sad, right? I'm sad, and there's so many different feelings, and we as a society don't really teach our kids or teach us. It's not like in the school system, right, to teach how to handle feelings. And if you grew up in a household where either they were avoided, or you were overreactive like me, you learn to repress your feelings. And this practice is all about expressing those feelings. So when I do those first two steps, I usually like to journal a little bit just to get it out. But also a fun way to also get it out is as I'm mark making. Let's do it with a highlighter. As I'm mark making, I think about, what comes up, what I discovered in the first step. Mark making is a really good practice because it allows our brain and our body to get into repetition, and repetitive movements really stabilizes our nervous system and brings us back into a more grounded state. So even if you only have 5 minutes and you're feeling super overwhelmed, or you're nervous, or you're frustrated, even getting a pen, this is a highlighter, and a piece of paper. You can use junk mail. Like literally, I keep envelopes from like junk mail that I receive in the snail mail, and you can just mark make. Like, this is mark making. My brain is, if I wasn't talking, my brain would be going into more of a flow state, because it's able to predict what's coming next. If you've ever done Zen doodling, or even just doodling, also does this. Coloring, any kind of creative activity like this that helps our brain slow down is definitely going to help calm those nerves if you're feeling nervous. Do a little mark making. And also, this is the part where I start looking at my supplies, and I really do allow, these are the cutest little bookmark. I absolutely love that. Do allow our brain to shift into more of a calm state. Creativity thrives in safety. And when we're able to calm our nervous system and allow ourselves to shift into more of a regulated state, our creativity and our imagination is going to take over. And that's when you can get into your creative flow state, which is so, it's the best feeling. And it surprises me still to this day, even after all these years. I've been doing this for about 9 years, and it still surprises me how much of a mind shift doing this creative ritual really gives me. Look at how beautiful this is, so pretty. It's just like, if you've been craving, you know, a chance to just learn who you are as an artist, as a creative, this creative ritual practice really helps you do that. You start to spend time with yourself. What inspires you? What do you want? Like, what do you like? You know? That's my hope anyway, that you open this and it gives you an insight, a little more insight into who you are as a creative, because we're all creative beings, and we're all meant to use our creativity not just to make amazing things out in this world for others to see, but to use our creativity to learn more about who we are and to connect with our creator. I'm gonna make a quick little page here because that's my jam. I'm all about, I love scrapbooking, I love collaging, I love doing art. Art journaling is something that I cherish, so I'm gonna do this, see the good stuff too. Use that on this page. And you see I just added some marks. Let's open our ephemera pack. Let's see what's in here, what goodies are in here. I also like to keep all the packaging, I intentionally packaged it this way so that you can use this stuff. Like, you can use this ribbon, put that in your trims and scrap fabric bag. You can use this flower on your page. You can even use this little envelope like on your page, like as a little pocket. But let's see what's in here. So I haven't opened mine this season. Wow, there's so much in here. Oh my gosh. This is so fun. And this is so fun. This is why I decided long ago to have a box, because during life, and you see I have a lot of supplies in here. We have so much supplies, but this box, like, just for the season, is just so cool. And this little egg, that's fun. Little wood butterfly. It's a lot of different textures and things. Creamy fudge, like a vintage. I mean, this is a wooden flower. That's fun. Some little odds and ends, buttons, lots of texture. That's cool. Yay for today, and yay for actually being here and going live. I was so nervous. I've been trying to go live all month, honestly, and something comes up every week. We had a major shipping delay, and if you're watching live and you haven't got your summer Muse box, I am truly praying that it comes today. If not, you all know I reached out to you already, and I have a backup plan, so you will get it soon. That's my promise to you. I love these vintage old pieces. Ooh, this is pretty. It's like a vellum butterfly. Retro phone. Love those. Some little tags. Ooh, this is really pretty. Little chandelier. Kind of reminds me of my sticker that I did. That's so fun. Okay, so let's put this to the side. And this part is just all about playing now. Now that I slowed down and I kind of figured out what's going on with me. Like lately this week, that shipping delays is really stressing me out, but it's cool. We're pivoting, and I have a backup plan, so no one will not get their box this season, that's for sure. I handmade these papers, and I absolutely love making paper. I'll be making more paper for our fall boxes. Ooh, this is really pretty. Do you see the texture on this? You can't see it, but you can feel it. It has, and it's glittery. Actually, we'll use that today. And even just the act of going through all these papers and look at these junk journal pieces is just so fun, because it's like, you know, ooh, swans were like a big thing for me in spring, wandering through time. Even like that, you know, if you're a junk journal, you get it. I love that butterfly. And then my mom put these together, and it's just so cute. Look at these little Jello vintage retro. Gosh, there's so much here. And these are little boxes, but honestly, you guys, we put so much in here that I try to put as much stuff in here to last all season for you guys if you're going to be creating with me each week. Here on Saturday mornings during my live. I think that's good for now. We have some fun stickers in here, actually. Kindness always wins. Absolutely. Let the sun shine in. Good vibes in, good vibes out. Travel more, worry less. Absolutely. And some cool vintage stickers. So here we have, I don't know, I drawn to this for some reason. And again, this is not about making pretty pages. This is just about playing and exploring and creating. Sometimes I'll just journal. Like every page in my journal is a little different. Sometimes I'll just sit and journal, and then I'll paint over it or whatever if I need to really let it out. Sometimes I rip paper because I'm pissed off and mad and I need the energy to go somewhere, you know. Sometimes I'm doing like I'm doing today, and I'm just playing and collaging. I decided to come live on YouTube because the platform is better for long format. I was going live on Instagram, like I said, and it just was like, I felt so rushed, like I need to hurry up and get my live done, because see how I created some little pockets here? I thought that was cool with these little pieces. And I just like to stick a little paper in there to a little piece of cardstock to make sure it's allowing me to put some pockets. Because I just, like I said, I used to be I have so many scrapbooks. Maybe one of these lives I'll share those. I absolutely love this. I'm going to put this on a little tag. We have so many cute little tags in here. So if you are still watching me and joining me live, or you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments if you made it this far and you got past all my mess ups in the beginning of this live. Let me know in the comments if you have a creative ritual, if you have a practice that is similar that helps ground you. I would love to hear it, and I would love to create with you. Again, come join us inside the Creative Comadre Club. It's free. You can post your journal page, your finished journal pages, share any thoughts you might have, any new ways of journaling. Like this practice of the Domi way isn't just something that you can do with art journaling or inside your journal. You can also do it with music, movement, cooking, any creative outlet that you have. Maybe this isn't your thing. Maybe you are more into, you know, music or dance. At the beginning I shared there's a QR code for a playlist. This playlist is so amazing, and it's absolutely something that I love, and I put that on, not this one because I haven't opened this box yet, but Crystal has done other playlists for us in the past, and I just love her playlist, and I just love putting music on while I'm doing this. Because of copyright concerns, I'm not going to play music, and I wish I could, but I don't want this to get striked. Not on my first time going live, you know. This is fun, huh? I don't know what I'll do with that, but I think I'm gonna, maybe I'm gonna put this on here. Let me put this on the back. And usually when these are stickers, and you don't have to use these in your journal. I also have some stickers like this on my what's it called? Yeah, I think I'll put this on the back. That way I just like covering up that glitter. I'm like, no. But these stickers, I put like glitter, not glitter, vinyl that's like a holographic. So cool. And then maybe I have some fun scissors here. Cut the sides off. Looks like a stamp. This has so many benefits, like I can't even share them all here because they're honestly so endless and so personal. Yeah, I like that. Now we have, because I just don't want to cover that part up, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to fill these in with some little pockets. Oh, I also am part of Amy. Oh, next week I'm going to unbox that, or I'll share more about her. She has an amazing, if you love Amy's art and you want more of her art, she has a monthly mail club, and her art is just so cool. Where you can even download pieces of you can even download pieces. She has like where you can download her art, like digital downloads. I'm gonna put this down here. This is another sentiment that's really raise your own light. I'll put this on here as a cute little card. So my thinking with these cards is I will write some stuff on them or glue some stuff on them. Embrace your own light. Oh, and I wanted to add some of this. You know what? It's never too late. This is one sentiment or idea that I've been sharing with my boys all week. Is like, it's never too late to change course. And that's true. It's never too late to pivot. It's never too late to say, you know what, actually, I want to do this instead. Especially, like, getting into the habit of being comfortable with that, because it takes some time. It took me some time anyway to get comfortable with, you know, it's a humility thing. It was a humility thing for me. Pivoting and, you know, being like, okay, I made a mistake, it's fine, and not getting caught up in the I made a mistake and all the shame and all that. Literally, the second step of the Domi way, opening space for everything that I'm feeling, like that practice of doing that really helped me cultivate self-compassion. When we make a mistake, you know, pay attention, and this whole practice helped me pay attention, honestly, to how I was reacting to, I don't really like that, to how I was reacting to my mistakes, or to yeah, like that better. Because this is just gonna stay in my journal, I'm not too hung up on like all of the adhesives and different fancy adhesives, because this is just for me, right? I get that question all the time, like, what adhesives do you use? Honestly, I just use a glue stick. I also used to put a little jar. I used to have these little jars inside our Muse boxes that had some glitter glue, which I absolutely love. I might bring those back for fall. I just sent some subscribers jars because they asked, what do I use? And I'm like, well, I use a glue stick, but also I absolutely love glitter glue. And that's fun to use. But you see, it's like, it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's the whole point of this. And it's really a practice in that, like, if you're a perfectionist, I'm a recovering perfectionist and recovering, like I said, self-sabotager. This is a really good practice for you to learn. So I'm just sticking these inside these little pockets that I found. Nothing too crazy. Because it's just like so fun. That's different. This is about play, about slowing down. And, you know, like I said, if I wasn't talking with you guys, I would be, my mind would be drifting into like more of a flow state. I feel that, honestly, still with you. But you really get to pay attention to how you're showing up with yourself. Like, this ability of mine to just like go with the flow and pivot and play and be so free with the way I'm creating, it took a lot of practice. Like, especially as someone who comes from an art background. I went to art school and I was, you know, trained in art and design. Yeah, I really like that. That's super cute. It wasn't easy for me to just, you know, be so cool with the mistakes I was making, especially when you want everything to be so perfect, right? But now, with this practice, I've been, like I said, I've been doing this for a while now. It's easier to me. It's easier, and these skills are totally transferable too. Like, this isn't just something you do while you're creating art. It's also a way of being, and that's the beauty of creativity. A lot of people don't realize, like, creativity isn't just something we do. It's the way we show up in our life. To live a creative life is to cultivate the skills of, you know, pivoting, play. Like, I'm just reading these. I love these. I made a it takes me a long time too, I want to say. It takes me a long time to put these together because I think about, like, all the different sentiments and what I really want you guys to embody this summer. Like, don't forget, slow down. You can do hard things, right? We are all about honoring presence over performance. I'm clearly not here trying to perform. I'm just trying to share what has literally changed my life, and I hope that it inspires you to keep going and focus on the good stuff. Allow yourself to lead with love and choose joy. Trust the process. To be human again. I mean, this is all soul care, right? Soul care is art, music, movement, sunshine, fresh air, deep breaths, sunsets, stillness. Making things just because, letting ourselves dream again, you know. I like this little gold thing. I think I'm gonna cut that out. Put that on here. And I love this. You don't have a soul. You are a soul. You have a body. And a lot of us, you know, don't even allow ourselves to think like that, let alone remember that. We are souls first and foremost, right? And our souls grow with us just as our bodies do, and they need care too. They need attention. Our soul is the part of the essence of who we are, right? And when we don't give attention to that part of ourselves, we're gonna feel lost. We're gonna feel we are gonna unintentionally allow our souls to be for sale. And that's the whole point of this summer's Muse Box, is like our souls aren't for sale, right? We take our power back. We say what we get to choose. We get to choose what we want to create in our lives, and that's the ultimate power. What we give our attention to, what we focus on. So I'm gonna put this. I love this little mermaid right here. I got this. This is this is actually a genuinely a really vintage. This is from the 1900s. I think it was like the early 1900s. I grabbed that off the internet. I also love to collect. I have a stash in as a designer and a graphic artist for so long. I have a really vast collection of cool artwork and designs that I have a lot of time to create. I'll just open my journal, like especially if I'm working and I'm just feeling like overwhelmed. Having my journal, having my Muse Box on my work and my workstation really helps to just ground me, keep me focused, and it's just like a visual reminder of like, oh yeah, it's not out of my control. I can do this. It like reminds me of all the skills I've cultivated over the years with this process. And I know I'm not giving the process like it's really hard for me to do the actual ritual truly how I do it when I'm by myself on live, because I feel like I'm talking so much. But I'm gonna do this every Saturday, so I figure, you know what, it'll evolve and I'll find my flow with this. But I hope you're getting some kind of inspiration. I would love to hear from you if you're creating. If you've been creating with me, I would love to see what you've been creating. Some cute little. So if you've been creating with me and you would like to share, like I said, you can join the free club. You can now YouTube has a option to actually DM people, so you can DM me your pictures. I would love to see what you create. If you are watching the replay and you're creating with me, I would love to see that. And there was some sentiments and something in here. I trust my creative voice. That is one thing that I definitely had to cultivate, self-trust. When I first launched Creative Comadre, I just went for it. We didn't have a subscription yet. We had the box. I launched with the box, but I just let it evolve. And I just, with this practice, with this creative ritual practice, I've really learned to trust who I am, because I know myself now. And it's not always fun. It's not always beautiful like I'm doing today. Like, this is really fun and I'm like making layers. I have journal pages that are scribbles and scraps, and you know, like it's not easy to grow and mature. You have to look at, you know, parts of yourself that you probably do hold shame around, and then you got to process that, and you got to ask questions, and you got to get curious. And this, what I say, follow your curiosity, right? This is what this practice is. It's all about getting curious. I love her. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. And learning who you are so that you can show up differently in your life. And it's not to fix anything, right? We're not here to fix. We're here to observe. We're here to hold ourselves accountable, yes. But there's no shame, right? Release the shame. Learn what's holding you back. And finding a new way to you know, finding a new perspective on things. That's what this helps me do. How do we pivot? How do I look at the situation in a way that feels good to my heart and to my soul? And that's what journaling like this can do. Like for me, it was like, you know, it's different every time. You don't always have to do, like I said, it's going to be different every time, right? You don't always have to do the same thing. You don't even have to always use these cards, these Domi Way cards. Although, let's look at this because I kind of already skipped past this. Make, create for expression, not perfection. That's huge. Because how many of us create because we're trying to make the perfect page, and then we get frustrated, and then we don't know how to handle that. Letting go of the expectation and the judgment is such a game changer. Fill your page without editing yourself. Layer papers, use scraps, add textures. Let it be imperfect. Your creativity does not need to be polished to be meaningful. And that's literally what we're doing, right? We're layering, we're using scraps, we're adding texture. We're just going with it because that's how you cultivate that skill set. If you're a business owner, if you're a mom, these skills, like I said, are transferable and they're so powerful. And the last step is allow new possibilities to unfold. Like I said, when we're stuck in survival, when we're not feeling safety, when our nervous system is out of alignment, it's hard to access your command center with your creativity and your imagination. That's all in your I'm not gonna get all scientific or anything, but that the ability to access our creativity really relies on feeling safe in our nervous system, in our body, and to be able to imagine new ways of doing things so that you can pivot, so that you can, you know, shift your mindset. Really, this really helps cultivate that because we're practicing every time we do creative ritual to tune in, to cultivate safety, to release the judgment, to release the expectation, so we can express all that energy so that we can come back to a place of imagination. And I absolutely love this because this imagination piece is so vital and so powerful, right? When we imagine it in our minds, we can bring it into reality. Creative ritual invitation. Reflect on what this creative ritual may be revealing to you about yourself, your needs, or your next steps. Create a page inspired by what feels right to grow, shift, or open within you now. I love that. So maybe you don't need all three, right? Maybe you just need to pick one card if you only have a few minutes. Some goals. You know, I'm so tired of being judgmental. No judgment. Keep going. Because, man, let me tell you, I'm so good and I'm so proud of myself for being able to pivot and just handle situations as they come, like, and to be in my calm, like, slow down, laugh more. I'm so serious so much of the time because, you know, building and mother life, like this summer I'm really practicing like being in the moment with my boys. And another goal is like stay focused. I'm on a weight loss journey and I'm really trying to stay focused on that. Life has thrown a lot at me this summer, but I'm really proud of myself because I've learned, and it's like all the tools in my tool belt have really come in handy, that I can trust my creative voice. I can trust the process and not freak out, which is really cool. And just be more grounded. I don't really want to cover up these backs. I love the way they look. So like these are like little hidden gems for myself. Maybe I'll just cut it like that. And that's it. Jeez, I've been going an hour. So I hope you got some inspiration. I hope you found some inspiration in what I'm doing here. I hope it inspired you to want to slow down and go create. Thank you so much for joining me. I like to date these pages. So 7. Can't believe it's already the middle of July. This month has gone by so fast. Next week I will be back here live again. I will have a better setup, I promise. Work on that this week. And it's my birthday next Sunday, so it's going to be a little birthday celebration. I hope you join me. I will be back here with my Muse Box. Oh, let's use our... Now, this little bookmark idea came to me, and I just said, I'm going to make it happen. I handmade these for everyone who got a box. I handmade these. I hand-painted the journals, handmade the journals. A lot of the stuff from this box, like I said, is a gift, my gift to you this season. I made it with a lot of love, and like I said, a lot of help from our community. I hope you had fun. I hope you join me again. If you made a page, please share that inside the club. I would love to see. And the beauty of this box is you just get to throw everything back inside. So I love that. And it just, you know, easy cleanup. You can open this box again next time, and you don't have to overthink. Everything you need to sit down and create is here. Just put everything back inside. Oops. The stickers. Oh, I forgot this. I hope you enjoy creating. I hope you enjoy slowing down this week. And if you do, I'd love to hear from you. I am always up for meeting new creatives and being inspired by you guys. We have such an amazing community. I hope you join us inside the club. Maybe next week I'll use just paint. I just like to have that stuff inside, because this is such a good travel companion as well. Like, you can take this box literally anywhere with you. It's small enough to just fit in your bag or a backpack. And that's it. I hope you have an amazing time. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will see you back here next Saturday at 9 a.m. I have a better setup. Thank you so much for joining me. I am your Creative Comadre, Crystal, and I really appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. I don't even know how to end this.